Hey guys, today I got a Berserker guide for you. Go through the veterancy doctrines and some gameplay with you. The first thing, Berserkers are a very fast and high damage shock unit. They lack in the defensive capability department, but have a good amount of health and can do insane damage. They are great when paired with an aggressive shield unit like Stalwarts that can push and eat damage for them. The only real downside to Berserkers is also the only reason I would say they are balanced. It's the fact that they can easily be run down by other charge units like cavalry or condos. They are also very weak to pike units like 40s because they are not resistant to stuns. Berserkers are easy to stop, but extremely dangerous to leave alone. Both if you leave them alone and don't manage your Berserkers properly, or if you ignore a Berserker unit on the enemy team. Both ends. Don't want to do either of those. Now for Berserkers, because they're such a versatile unit, you can either focus on damage or you can focus on survivability. I went more the survivability route, focusing more along the lines of health and defense, but either way really works with these guys. You can make them a bit of a glass cannon and they'll just devour everything in sight, or you can make them a bit tanky. They'll be able to eat some damage. They'll be able to survive grazing 40s and usually come out alive. Whichever you want. These guys are just like Iron Reapers, really. Just because you can use them in so many different ways. I focus on the defensive side, like I said, but what I would recommend, whichever end you go for, I would get and equip the two doctrines you get from the seasonal challenges. Those two purple doctrines you've seen in the screenshot. Now for their veterancy line, you again have a choice. These guys aren't like 40s, where you want to solely focus one thing. I went top line again because I was going survivability. It gives defenses and healing. On the other hand, if you want to go bottom line, that's pure damage. You get no survivability, it's just eat everything in sight. Glass cannon build. And I've used it before and it's pretty nasty given the right situation. I prefer survivability though because they already do extremely high damage, so not really a need for extra damage in my eyes, but as a player, I focus more on utility than I do DPS, and it's always served me really well. In most MMOs, I play a tank, or I play a healer. I don't really play DPS characters in MMOs. So, I guess it's just my mindset. That's the way I think and the way I play it. These guys, choose how you want to play them. If you want to toss them in and watch them eat stuff, bottom line, damage. You want to hopefully pull them out alive out of a big scrap, top line, defenses and health. Whatever you want. Next thing I want to go over with you guys is a bit of gameplay here. Now, I unfortunately didn't start recording until it was too late. As you can see, my kill counter is a little outrageous. My Berserkers are kind of killing stuff already. Now, the way that kill counter happened was my buddy Pontiff had some Imperial Spear Guards, and he was protecting my guys as we were pushing on the wall above A, and that's where the kills came from. So, basically more on the way Berserkers work is their first ability is a rush. When you hit it, they'll sprint at the enemy, and they'll do quite a bit of damage. You'll see them do a sort of small jump attack with both their axes. And then once you're in there, you'll normally want to hit 2, and they'll spin around and hit everything nearby with their axes. And then once their rage meter gets filled, you hit 3 and they go into a rage state. They do extra damage, and you can't control them, but they just tear through everything. they also heal themselves. So it's definitely worth it. It's why they're so powerful. As you can see here, they're going into the rage state and they're just going crazy. There's nothing you can do to command them, but let them do their thing. Well, that's all I got for the video today, guys. Y'all have a good one.